to Drinks with MJ. I'm joined by, she started already, my kind of girl. It's Chrissie Wunna.
Hey, love. How are you?
I am so excited to have you on. Do you know, today I actually went to the shops to top up because I was like, Chrissie's coming on the show. I need to top up.
Yours is bougie though. I'm doing pints of red wine, like actual pints of red wine.
Oh my, you are a dream. You really, really are. So I'm on the vodka Diet Coke. Let's go for it. I'm going to pour it and we're going to go straight into it. You know what? I found your life extremely fascinating. You've done everything. I was researching you before, and you've done absolutely everything. You are what we call a jack of all trades. Where did all this start then? Like, what was your first TV experience?
My first TV experience was like Paris Hilton's British Best Friend. I'd just come back to England from LA. And I don't know, there was just this ad saying like ITV, they were auditioning girls. So I just went and auditioned. There were like 20 girls auditioning at a time. And I just accidentally kept getting through. And then 2 weeks later, I was in this BBF mansion trying to be Paris's mate. Like, I don't know. So that was my sort of like British debut to telly. So it was a weird way to do it, but a fun way.
That is amazing. How was that experience though? Like, what was she like? How did you find it?
Oh yeah, no, for me it was so fun. It was like the best time ever. I was only young. She was like one of the most famous people in the world at the time. Nuts to think that we were just there, just having the best time ever, kind of like on ITV. It was weird. For me, it was the best time ever. Like, everyone had a really different experience, but it was right up my street. All I had to do was drink loads and be daft. So I was down.
That sounds amazing. Yes, I love it. Big swig, let's go.
Oh, go on.
So have you, because I really, really respect you because you're all about body confidence, loving who you are, loving the skin that you're in. And I've been on this massive journey of self-love and weight loss journey the past 5 years. So have you always been a confident person, or has it been something in your life that's made you this amazing, confident woman who you are today?
Well, when I was younger, obviously, like when I was about 20 something, and I was growing up in LA, I was really insecure. Like, I think every sort of like teen turning into a 20 something, we're really insecure. And now I look back, I don't know why, because there was no wrong with my body. I was actually just really tiny and Asian, but I don't know why you just find things wrong. It was only as I got older, like I'm 41 now, when I hit 30, I was just like, I don't care, like, you know, and it's when you start mentally loving yourself, that's when you're all right with your body. Like, now I've got wiggly, but I don't care. I'll still plonk on a bikini and do my little dance. Own about it. I'll just be like, yeah, there's a bit of a belly there, it's all right, you know.
Yes, cheers to that. I love it. I'm living for this right now. Do you know what? I'm so glad I got the vodka in. Cheers to that, baby. So growing up in LA, how did that come about? Because you were born in Yorkshire. What a contrast. How did you end up in LA at such a young age, living it and going for it?
I'm born and raised in Yorkshire, but I moved to LA when I was about 20, and because I wanted to be an actor. My mum wouldn't let me go on my own because I was just a kid, you know what I mean? So that was after A levels. That's when she was sort of didn't really have a say, so she just supported me because I would have gone anyway. Yeah. And I just went by myself with a suitcase and just said, this is where I'm going, and then I just ended up just being there for ages. Like, it was, I don't know, that's how I just made a decision one day. One day I just woke up and said, you know what, I'm moving to LA, and then I did it. I'd say
just went for it.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, it was just, I don't know, but I've always been like that. I'm quite free-spirited, and I think more people like twiddle their thumbs over things. Yeah. They're like, oh, this, I'm going to do this. Whereas I'm the opposite. I'll do it, and then really bad stuff happens, and I'll think about it, and then be like, oh no. So there's a happy medium where you actually think about something and then do it.
Cheers to that. I love love the fact that you just packed your case, thought, no, thank you, I'm going for it. How did you feel when you were in the airport that day with your little bag, your little case, not having a clue what was going to happen? How did you feel leaving your life behind in Yorkshire? What was going through your head?
Well, no, I was so excited, not 1 ounce of fear. I didn't even care. It was like I belonged there. I was off. The only thing that made me sad, I remember turning around and seeing my mum and she was in tears. And that got me. And I was like, oh, God. But then she just said, turn around. So I just turned around and just walked on because you can't sometimes. You just have to do you, don't you? But I don't know why I wasn't nervous. I'm more anxious about stuff now I'm older than I was when I was a kid. I didn't care when I was
And do you think if you never boarded that plane, your life would be different, completely different today? Do you ever go back sometimes? Because I don't really like to reflect back. I only ever do it to see how far I've come and, like, you know, the journey. But if you tap back into that and think, imagine if I never boarded that plane, imagine if I never bought that ticket, how different your life would have been.
Oh yeah, it would have been completely different. There wouldn't have been, I can't imagine what I would have been doing. I would have just been working in some shop in Yorkshire or something. I don't know what would have happened. Like, it was like the heart of entertainment. So all I knew to do was that. And I can't imagine how my life would have been, because that was certainly the growth of, I was doing, I say Chrissie Wunna like this because it was when I was little. And I felt like I was so different then, but like it was the birth. The
birth of the CW, yes, I love that. So what was your life like before you went then? What was you doing in your early teens, growing up? Like, what was these years before the birth of Chrissie Wunna? What was your life like growing up as a young girl in Yorkshire?
Like, young girl in Yorkshire, I was always sort of like, I was always quite confident. So I was like that girl, you couldn't keep me in, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Awful. I was awful for it. Even when my mum were like, going, I'll have to kick you out if you don't. And it was nuts. Once I was a teen, that was it. As soon as I knew I could go out, I was out at 15. Dressed, you know, like I'd get underwear from Ann Summers, those little dresses I'm wearing. I didn't even care. Like, I was just a nightmare. Think of a handful, add some, and that was me. I don't know. I wasn't naughty. I was just, you couldn't tell me what you couldn't tell me what to do because I was just going to do what I wanted. It was that. I was just awful. My mum must have had the worst time. I loved it.
You are today an established career. Cheers to that. I'm so glad you got on that plane. Yes to that. Power to it. So you do everything. So you do modeling, you do acting, you do it all. You do TV personality. If you had to pick one out of all three, modeling, TV, or reality TV, what would you be?
As in, so when you say modeling TV or reality TV, you mean like acting?
Acting, like films, or like, you know, TV as yourself, or modeling. What would you, if you could only pick one of them, what would it be for the rest of the time?
Oh yeah, it definitely wouldn't be modeling. I never wanted to be a model. I don't know how this has happened so much. It's almost like I don't know. I have the right personality to be a model, so I don't care. I've got no
yes. Here I am.
Obviously, like in any form, I'm just a natural born entertainer. I must show off. As long as there's an audience, it don't matter to me.
Yeah.
Like, people are watching and clapping, I'm there. Like,
that's the best way to be. Have a party on your own. Like, when you go out and stuff, I can, like, people find this a bit odd, but I can pre-drink on my own. You know, like, have a drink, get the music going, compliment myself, take me home, like, and then I'm ready to meet everyone and have a party. Are you like that as well?
Like, yes. The pre-party for one, it's my favourite. And you don't have to do the pleasantries. You can just sit, get changed, get pissed. And it's the best before your night out.
I'm getting pissed. Yeah, speaking of getting pissed, I'm refilling. Yeah, cheers to that, baby.
Half a pint of wine.
A pint of wine. I love you. I'm so glad you're on the show. Yes, a pint of wine.
Spoons. I stole it from Spoons and put it in the amber.
That is so going in the video.
I just pretended I was in a hub, picked up my pint, and walked out like strutting, but fully knew that I needed to steal the glass. But they just thought I was in a huff, and then I necked me drink and then put it in my handbag and legged it.
We apologise, Wetherspoons. You'll be on every photo with Wetherspoons outside.
I'll be that photocopy. Do they still have photocopies of people outside? I'll give it back, but they probably don't want it like it's been around my gob. I love it. I needed to do it 3 more times, so at least I have 4. You can't just have 1. I'll get another 1 and then it's like 2. But I'll have to do it 3 more. That was the plan, to do it 3 more times. I just haven't got around to it.
It's taking a big enough bag as well, isn't it, when you go out? Crazy. I'm going to be laughing this all week. So your acting is a massive part of your life now. When you did, I love that movie, The Boat That Rocked. That is so good. I need to know all about that. How did that come about? Cheers, and let's go for it.
Well, no, in that movie, they had hired a bunch of actor-stroke models, but actor-stroke glamour models, because they had to, because in the scenes that we were doing, we had to be naked. And no actor wanted to do it. They were all like, we're not being naked, we're not doing that, we're not pretending we're in an orgy. And I was fine with that. So that's why they booked me. It's only because I was okay with being naked and pretending I was in an orgy. So they booked me, she's an actress, she'll do it, get her in. I booked it in about 2 seconds because no one else could do it. Literally. But there was really great directors like Richard Curtis, who's done Love Actually and all that. And then it was like, no one would do it, so you did it. It was based on acting ability, literally just because I'd be naked and pretend I'm in an orgy. And
but like, part of it though. That's part of, like, I know it's, you know, about being a good actor as well, of course, which you are, but you've got to have that confidence and throw yourself into it and suffer for your art, haven't you? Because it's acting at the end of the day.
It's not real, you know what I mean? It's just pretend. So like, it's different if it's real, isn't it? And I wouldn't judge anyone if it was real, but it's like, it was just pretend. I didn't have to do anything. I just had to be naked and pretend like I was in love with the main character and pretend to have a massive orgy. It was fun.
It's a great story as well to tell people.
Without a story. Get to everyone without a story.
Chrissie, you're so busy. You are everywhere all the time. You are constantly such a busy person. How often, what do you do, Chrissie, to settle down? How do you, when the phone's not going, when the emails are not going, when everything's not buzzing, what do you do to wind down?
I don't wind down. I am the worst person in the world at winding down. I am awful for it. I am all cylinders going. I am nuts almost. I can't just sit and chill and do nothing. I'll just be on my phone scrolling, talk to someone. I can't. I'm awful for it, but I need to learn how to. So I don't really wind down ever, but I'll have a drink and chill for about half an hour, and then I'm bored, and then I'll be like, right, I need to have fun, or I need to go find work. I'm like a workaholic, weirdly, but I never wind down. I don't know how people wind down, but I would like to know. I see it. I get people nuts. This is why I've been married a billion times, because I just do the wedding. They're just like, what is she doing? Just chill. Like, I'm like, I can't. But no, like, I just, do you know what? If I'm being dead honest, I feel like I spent years and years and years just chilling, wishing that I could get on the telly and wishing that I could have some acting job. And now I've got it. I'm right excited and I don't want to chill. And that's why I'm all guns blazing, because I appreciate the time when I chill.
Oh my God, you'd appreciate it so much. And then sometimes people say, like, what you doing on your phone, what you doing? But when we're on our phones, we're liaising with work. We're sorting things out. We're planning 20 steps ahead. We're having our dinner and we're like, right, this is what we're going to do next, aren't we?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can't, it's like you have to be almost, because it's so competitive. But no, like I said, back in the day, I chilled so much, I could have like blended into a chair because I had no words. No one was hiring. I was a rubbish actress. No one cared. Now everyone does. I'm just right excited. I'm just like,
baby, let's have a cheers to that because I love that. Come on. I want to see a big squig. Let's go. Oh, lovely. Fine wine.
This is
okay, Lee. So we found out in the interview, Chrissie Wunna does not wind down. If there's anyone who's got any comments to tell Chrissie how to wind down, pop them below, and we'll try and we'll work them out. We'll do a TikTok and see if you like them.
But I'm just like, oh God, I need to get as much in as I can before it goes away. Everyone's like, we don't like it anymore. I'm like, oh my God, panic, quick.
The clock is ticking though, isn't it? I think that as well. You have to like, you think, I'll watch this for half an hour, but what could I be doing in half an hour? I feel I'm there all day long. So you're very open about your personal life, Chrissie, your marriages and your children and your family life. You are a boss babe. You do it all. I want to know about the marriages. How did your first marriage fall apart? Because you're very real and you're very open. What happened?
Oh yeah. So Michael, he was the actor in America. He was like my first love. And oh my God, if I ever loved anyone in my life, it was that boy. Like boy is a grown man now. We're both grown. But at the time we were so young, we were in our early 20s. We met in LA just in acting school, and right from the moment we met each other, like I just knew. I was just like, I just really fancy him. And then he said to his mate, he's like, I'm gonna marry that girl. And we ended up getting married. But oh my God, he was just my world, and it was just so perfect and lovely. And then I guess we ended up doing all right in our careers. We were both actors at the time, and he started working quite a lot, but on much better stuff than I was doing, like proper shows, and I was doing little bits. And I think we were just too young to sort of be married at that time because we were just so excited about our careers. But he was a really good husband. He was sort of like, no, we need to stand by each other. We need to do this. And I was like, no. And now I'm like, shit.
How old was you when you got married to Michael?
Oh, I can't even remember. Was I 22? Maybe, like, I don't know. I was really young. It's all a blur. And I think I blurred it out on purpose. I was like proper heartbroken. But he was, it was so awful, but young 20.
Yeah.
Something. But we secretly afterwards started like dating, but without anybody knowing. It was so if there was I always say, and I've dated since then, like dated or slept with, I don't know, I can't decide which one, with like literally zillions of people, and I've married 2 other more times, but I don't think I've ever been in love than that time. Like I love man, like what a because he just treated me so well, like but we were just so young. If we had met now, like in this time of life, he's actually, I don't want to be so disrespectful, he has got a wife now.
Just blame me. I asked the question. It was drinks with MJ. We were drunk.
So don't worry. But no, like if we had met now and we were single, I am single. If he was single, we would have just been. It would have been a lot better. I think. I know. But we were just that, like you always have that person that you you can't stop. It was almost like we date other people, then end up back together. We date other people and end up even after we'd been divorced, so it was really difficult. And then there was this time where he sent me this text message, and this is after like that was when like about 6 years had passed and we were still talking. And he sent me this text message, and then I didn't reply, and he said I got on a plane and went to England, and I never spoke to him again. I know. So I feel like I've never had closure. I've never closed that deal.
Wow.
But that me going on a plane and never speaking to him is closure, I guess. And I can't, like, I'm not speaking to him about it now. I just need to get over it because it's like life has moved on. And not, can you imagine? He's missing. And I'm like, I can't.
Knocking on the door, hiya, babe.
I'm leaving him to it.
What was the straw that broke the camel's back, though, in that relationship? Because it seemed like you were just meant to be, like, really soul companions. What made you break up and divorce? Bloody hell.
Oh, yeah, no, he thought I was cheating on him. And I thought that he just didn't fancy me because we were, I can't see. That intimate because we were working so much, which made me probably feel a bit insecure. And then I just thought he didn't fancy me. And then he then thought I was cheating on him. So it was just that, the intimacy in our relationship. And I'm quite a sensual being. So I think I'm quite a hard person to date if you're a guy. I never thought I would be because I thought guys would be cool with it, but they're not. They're like, I went on a date recently and he was like, but what would you do if we were together? Would you still be on your Insta like that? But yeah, I would.
Yes. Absolutely.
Like, okay with that. It's not disrespectful. It's my job. I've just booked Playboy. I can't do it in a cardigan. Like, what they mean? Like,
Playboy in a cardigan. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. What about your second marriage?
Oh, my second marriage was just by accident. It wasn't a proper marriage. It was just a wedding. I was just pissed in Vegas, met someone, and then just got married and had it annulled within like 54 weeks. It wasn't married. It was just a wedding.
It wasn't a piece of paper. It was just the cake.
Like, again, morning, got it annulled, sorted, done.
Oh my gosh.
Like you did, but like, I mean, it wasn't a marriage, like it wasn't, you know.
Yeah. Oh my god. How did that come about? Was you just drunk? Was it just like a drunken thing?
Yeah, I think we were both really drunk. Like, we were both drunk, young, it was Vegas, and all our friends were just egging us on because we fancied each other.
Oh
that was
my
it.
gosh. Yeah. That is one hangover waking up with.
Oh, I was just laid there like, oh god, we're married, and he's like, yep.
What everyone wants to hear. Yep. Oh.
Asked me about that, like we were going to stay together. I'm like, no, we were both like, what do we do now? Where stupid. They want a love connection. They want the same thing.
Right, come on, MJ. So congratulations on your Playboy. Cheers. Yeah. Cheers. Congratulations, big swig.
Big swig.
Congratulations. The photo that I saw on Instagram looks amazing. Did you ever think when you were, when you got that plane that day in the airport, your mum was crying, you had your bag, you didn't know what was in front of you? Did you ever think when you go back to that young girl, she would ever be on Playboy?
Oh no, like of course not. Do you know how, like, I first got Playboy when I was a young girl, and I was sat in a coffee shop with my mate Theo, who was moaning because he didn't have $10 million. We were so broke. He just wanted me, we were doing the secret and writing each other checks or something. He wanted me to write him a pretend $10 million check or something. I don't know, moan about that anyway. This photographer comes up to me and then he just gives me this card and he's like, I need to test shoot you for something if you want to come. Obviously it sounds really sleazy and pervy. So if I was being smart, I wouldn't have gone. But of course I went anyway and test shot. And then I booked it and then it ended up being Playboy. So
my. So nonchalant. Oh, it's Playboy.
One thinks I've done all this stuff in life, but I haven't. Life has just done me because it's always by accident. Like I'm always just sat in the right place at the right time. Like bit like marriages, and sometimes it's like
What?
do you think? Yeah.
Oh, that's it, in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, like I think I'm like a cat, I've got 9 million lives though. I don't know who's looking after me, but like,
Chrissie, what is your everyday mantra when you are, because you are an upbeat, full of life person, you are like a shot of whiskey. I always say I'm a shot of vodka. What is your mantra, Chrissie, when you get up and you feel like the back end of anything, back end of a dog, and you feel rubbish and you feel like crap? How do you shift your mood and come into this good energy? How do you shift that negative energy?
Right, so if I'm quite emotional, so you can imagine if I'm in a mood, it's not anyone's favorite. Like, but no, but I am trying to be positive, and the only thing in the world is having kids. And do you know why? Because I don't like being moody in front of them. So if they come in, I could be crying into a gin and it's something terrible happening, but if they walk in, it's like the world is fine, and I'm like, oh, don't worry, everything's fine. And but then I just love them right much. So I would give up everything in the world for my babies, and so they're my everything. So they're my happy place. So if anything was to happen to them, I would be forever devastated. It's so weird. It's almost like I'm energized by them almost. Because they're so cute. Like, I can't believe it. They're lifting my belly, and now look at them just tottering around. Like, everything. I love them so madly. It's just nuts. So if I am negative, I'll do it. I always do it privately. But as soon as one of them saunters in, then I'm all right again.
Oh, cheers to the babies. Woo for that. Yes. Chrissie, what are you, even though your schedule is, what are you working on next?
Well, there's so much going on. So right now, I'm flying away for like a few days because I've just got to go implement something, but I can't tell you about it. So I'm like, I've got so many things for that, and then I come back, and then as soon as I come back the next day, I start a movie, and then after that, I think I've got a day on packed lunch.
Oh, we need to meet on that as well.
I know, but I've only got like that day, and then after that, I do another little bit in a movie, and then I fly to Cannes for the Cannes Film Festival.
Wow.
I'm back, but through the summer, I've got a show that's out, but I can't tell anyone about it.
Oh. You know what, guys? I'm just gonna have to get her even more drunk, aren't I? And then she'll.
Like, I'm so excited, and lots of stuff there. But before that, I can't even think about that because that's late. So like, I fly on the 1st of May, come back, I've got a movie, just a day on packed lunch, then another movie, and then the Cannes Film Festival, and that's May. So then I can't think past that really, because I'm just like, I get massive anxiety because I'm not organised at all, and when you've got a schedule, it makes me panic. I'm like, oh my God, something's going to go. You know what I mean? Like, I can't. I need people to just organise my life.
Yeah.
I'm so bad.
Cheers to that. What a fantastic month May is going to be. Yes. We do need to meet on packed lunch one day.
I know.
And have a few drinks afterwards.
I know there's so many of us. And then I see everybody doing their bits on telly, so I feel like I know everyone. But then it's like when you meet in person, you kind of feel like you know them because you've seen them. It's so hard because you never get to meet everyone. I know, so it's so, I don't know. So I'm meeting more and more people because I'm having to do loads of different days now, but it's good. I like it.
It is. It's so much fun. It's a great show, and all the team and the production, cheers to them. They make it happen. Absolutely.
And we want to win the battle. We deserve to win it. My God. We're well better than the Chase.
Exclusive. Chrissie, what is your message to the world when you leave this world, when we all do? What is your message? What is the Chrissie Wunna message on this world? What's your stamp?
my stamp is, and it sounds so cliched, and it is, and it's so like stupid, but it really is that we are all just passing through, and it is the YOLO. You only live once. People always forget that we are all just passing through. So you might as well have the best time and not care about what people think. You just do you, because it doesn't matter. If you look at the big picture, just enjoy it. You've got one life to live. So cliche, the YOLO thing, but it's so true.
So true. There's never a truer word said than that. Never. Chrissie, I want to know one thing, because I know a lot of this will help a lot of people out there. How do you deal with the naysayers, and how do you deal with any negative press that you get or any negative comments? Because I know this will help a lot of people out there who maybe want to build a following, but are, you know, just worried about what people think, or, you know, worried of the judgment. What would you say when you're building a brand?
Yeah, when you're building a brand, you just need to stay. I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, just ignore it. They don't know you. They're just," but it's not you. The whole point is you just need to stay focused on what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, if they're talking about you, they're talking about it. If it's not relevant to you, and it's not relevant if it doesn't make you feel good. You know what I mean? So if it's not positive and it's not relevant, it doesn't make you feel good, then it doesn't matter. And it's not about ignoring them because they're hurting feelings. It's just about staying focused on where you need to go. And if that's not helping you, it's not helping you. Don't read it, don't reply. All they want is 5 minutes of you to go, shut up, you, blah, blah, blah. And I do it because I'm feisty sometimes, and I've had a right bad day, and I'm like, do you know what? Like, Susie from Timbuktu is calling me this.
Steve from Planet Zoc has said I'm in it.
Focus on where you're headed and what you're doing. Success is the sweetest revenge for sure. You know what I mean? It doesn't help you in any way. Like, it's a waste of your energy. So I'm not. Anyone can say whatever. I'm just like, I'm not bothered. But I would have been bothered. Maybe I would have been bothered if I was a teen. I get that. I think it's really hard when you're younger. But at 41, I'm not bothered. I'm just wanting to keep talking. I'm not. Do.
Do you do it all? I want to know, Chrissie, about your in the future. What do you, in 10 years' time, what do you want? Where do you want to be? And what would you like out of life in the next 10 years?
In 10 years' time, everything that I imagined doing, I wanted to do. So I wanted to be in a really big movie, or a really, like a regular in a really cool Netflix series. But at the same time, I still want to do reality TV, because I want to be a well-rounded entertainer. But more importantly, I want to have settled down. I feel like I don't ever want to go through my life like I've never found proper true love again. You know what I mean? I feel like it's such an injustice. So I hope I don't know. I see this like really happy life I've got. The most amazing career, and just this wonderful human being that I share like a life with. I don't know whether I'd be married to them. So I don't know if I believe in that. But like, you know, like, just, I don't know. I would like that. I'd like to fall in love and to have, I don't want any more kids, but just to have this perfect life that I always dreamed of, really. But I'm quite ambitious. But the career is always good because I'm always accidentally in the right place. I'm just not good at love. I don't know why I'm not good at it. To say everybody seems to fancy me so much, I don't know why I'm so single. Like, I don't know.
Who knows about, like you said before, being in the right place at the right time, baby. Chrissie, yes. Oh my God, it's my turn as well.
I know. I just keep doing it.
Honestly, the camera's gonna stop and we're just gonna be here all night. Like, do you remember that time? Do you remember that? Chrissie, thank you so incredibly much for coming on Drinks with MJ. I'm a bit tipsy. I hope you are too.
I had some wine in a spoon. I got that store.
That is the line of the show. Thank you.
I need more. It's gonna ruin my life, I need 3 more.
We do need to do a night out, by the way. When I come up to Leeds, we'll go for it.
Yeah, definitely.
Please.
Right, yes. I'd love that. It'd be brilliant.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on Drinks with MJ. You have been amazing. You are amazing. And honestly, my stomach is genuinely sore from laughing so much. Thank you, Chrissie.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on. I love you so much.
I love you so much.
Talented, beautiful. I love you.
I love you, Chrissie. Thank you. Mwah.